Hey guys, it's Jen. Okay, those of you on my group page, you've seen how I strip my mat with just regular Windex. There is no tack left on this mat. Oh, there might be a smidge, but I'm not too worried about it. But most of this is completely stripped. And I just use Windex with ammonia and stripped it. Super easy, very low toxic, because there's not a lot of chemicals in it. But I wanted to use this Aleene's because a lot of people had asked about it. So this is the Aleene's Tack It Over and Over. They used to sell this at Walmart, but they don't actually have it anymore. I mean, I don't know if the Walmart in the USA is going back to getting rid of some of their craft stuff, but they don't even have the, what's that stuff called, the etching cream. But what you want to do is you want to put it in something, and you want to mix it 50-50. I'm not going to need that much. Oh well. I got these bottles for like 25 cents. And if you need to, go ahead and tape off your mat if you're worried about getting it on over the edges, because what you don't want is you do not want to get adhesive over the edges, especially on these sides, because if you do, you're going to gum up your rollers. And when that happens, you are in a slight bit of trouble, because that can make your machine eat your mats. We can do all kinds of bad, nasty things. And you can use a foam applicator, which is probably what I should have, but all of mine are out in the barn. And our barn is like located in the next county, so I wasn't walking all the way out there. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm just mixing mine up right now. And it's pretty, it's at a pretty thin consistency right now. I've heard people say they like this and people say they don't like it. So I've never tried it. We're going to give it its fair shake. I love my zigged mats. So this must have been a coffee cup. It still has coffee on the bottom of it. So we'll just put it on here. Like I said, just be very careful with your placement. Don't go over that edge. And of course, you tell them you're going to be recording downstairs for once, and they gotta run out and fire up the lawnmower. We live on 2 acres. You think they could mow the lawn out in the other, you know, part of the 2 acres. Not right up by the house. But that's a man for you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this. And I'm going to give it the same amount of time to dry, the full 24 hours like I do my zig mats. And we'll come back. The only thing I have that I see a problem with is the air bubbles that kind of come in anytime you use a brush. So you might have a bit more extra work using this stuff than you do with the zig pen. And I also don't like that I have to worry about accidentally slopping this on, because I'm not a big one to want to use tape. I'm all about fast, quick, don't need to use other stuff. Give me a zig jumbo glue pen, and that's it. I don't want to have to use tape. I don't want to have to use a brush. I don't want to have to use a cup. I don't want to have to thin anything out. You see what I'm saying? It's just so much easier. But I know a lot of you might not have access to the zig pens over in the other countries. So we've really been trying to work on maybe finding things that y'all have over there that you can use. So if you're on our group page, let us know. Because remember, that's what this video channel, ScanNCut Jam Sessions, is really for, is for you guys. Okay? Alright, so it looks like that's where we need to be, is right here. I will test this out tomorrow after I let it dry, and with the magic of camera and recording, that will be in the next snip. Alright guys, I'll see you in 24 hours. Okay, so it's been 24 hours. This is the Aleene's Tack It All Over reduced by 50% with just plain water. And this is my Zig. Both are brand new. They have not been used since they've been redone. Okay, and we're just going to do the hand stick test. Put equal weight on them. Okay. I will tell you that the Zig is actually releasing, and a lot easier than, I mean, this one feels like it'll be stuck until next year. Okay, so let's do just a bit gentler pressure. Yeah. So it feels like the Zig will probably allow things to release easier, and this is the one I prefer because it feels so much closer to the actual Brother tack that we use, and when we put stuff on it like paper. I have a piece here. Okay, when we put, you know, our media on it, we all hate it when it gets stuck. Okay, it does come off really easy. So let's try this. I'm not too sure about this. Don't ever press really hard because that'll get you into trouble. But that seems okay. Where people come into a lot of issues, and I've seen this posted quite often, when your pressure is really high, that blade goes across there and it presses it in just like this. Okay, it is going to be very hard to remove that. So for those of you that have my pink scraper, really work that under that edge. Roll it if you need to. Work it under. That will help bring it up. But if it gets stuck, just grab a spray bottle. Let me see if mine's still up here. Yeah. Grab a spray bottle with just some water. Shoot it on the spot that gets really sticky, kind of boogery look. Okay? Thanks a lot, guys. So that's how you use your Aleene's Tack It All Over, and so far, everything looks good. This one is kind of sparkly clean. It does still have a real faint line across it, so I'll know that this is my Zig one. But I'll keep testing them, and if you're on our group page, I will let you all know kind of how they work, if anything seems different. Okay? Thanks a lot, guys. So that's how you use your Aleene's Tack It All Over, and so far, everything looks good.